But with that said, hello everyone, I'm Harvey Newcomb, and welcome back to BUTV Sports. As winter sports wind down, spring sports are already in full swing for Bradley. Men's basketball making the trip down to St. Louis for their conference tournament, where they snuck by Murray State and Valparaiso before facing off against Drake in the conference championship, with the winner also guaranteeing themselves a spot in the NCAA tournament. Bradley trailed by 4 points after the first half, but they were able to stick to their offensive game plan of driving to the basket and shooting when necessary, despite being one of the most accurate three-point shooting teams in the nation. The second half didn't go their way, however, with a stifling defensive effort by Drake, along with Bradley struggling to rebound the ball late, led the Braves to fall in the MVC championship 63-48. Drake advances to the NCAA tournament once again, while Bradley finishes as a conference runner-up once again. Despite the loss, though, Bradley's season isn't necessarily over, as they're likely to receive a bid to enter the National Invitation Tournament, with the selection day taking place Sunday. For women's basketball, their conference tournament starts tomorrow, with the 9th-seeded Braves taking on 8th-seeded Valparaiso, with the winner of that game moving on to face top-seeded Murray State, with all matches taking place in Evansville, Indiana. So in preparation for that, here's a quick season recap. After Bradley women's basketball finished with a record of just 6-25 last season, they lost 7 key players to the transfer portal, meaning that expectations were low for the Braves coming into the season. However, statement non-conference wins, including a 25-point victory against IU Indy in front of over 3,500 school children, helped them enter conference play with a 6-5 record. And while they would go just 7-13 in conference play, this Brave squad made massive improvements on both sides of the ball, with new additions like Toledo transfer Soleil Barnes, who would go on to be Bradley's top scorer, averaging just under 16 points per game. Along with Barnes, new key contributors included freshman starter Ellie McDermott, George Mason transfer Amy O'Hara, and NAIA transfer Tamia Perriman. They joined returning starters Kayla Nelson, Claire McDougall, and Ruba Abu Hajesh to formulate one of the best three-point defenses in the country. Bradley Women's ended their regular season with a 13-18 record, and they hope to make some noise in tournament play. Real quick as well, tennis battled hard in Omaha this past weekend, but ultimately fell short in both matches against Creighton and Omaha. Not much luck this week for baseball either, as they traveled to Huntington, West Virginia to play Marshall, but got swept in their 3-game series against the Thundering Herd. Softball fared a bit better, winning both of their games against St. Louis, but losing both of their games against Purdue. Their home opener will be on March 21st, while baseball plays their home opener on March 28th. Once those home games start, we'll have highlights for you right here on BUTV.